Okay, so the next operation is to isolate the traces with a smaller tool now, so we can get into the small crevices that the larger tool can get into. So I'm going to do tools, isolate. This time I'm going to go through the top layer with a 8mm pointing tool. And the 8mm pointing tool just so happens to be what's in our starter pack here. And notice that on the actual computer screen, we can see that the yellow traces here are able to go into as fine details that the green traces couldn't actually get to. So then we'll run the tool again, or the machine again. So run layer, and we'll do 8mm isolation. Alright, so onto the bottom layer. Okay, so now we're going to do the bottom layer. So I'm going to hide all the layers, and then I'm going to show just the bottom layer. Okay, this one should be relatively easy to do with the 31mm end mill, so let's go do the isolation with that. So again, tools, isolate, and I'm going to select the bottom solder side. Oh, and actually, before I do this, the important thing is when you set up your layers, when you import the bottom side, you have to specify that it's a solder type, a solder layer circuit. That will essentially mirror the circuit so that when you flip this board over, the milling operation will kind of have a mirror image on the other side of the board. So that'll become clear as we show the video. So because the bottom is already set as a solder layer, and I generated the isolation while it was a solder layer, both of them are mirrored right now. So I'm going to go OK. Actually, we'll do the isolation one more time. So isolation with 31mm tool, end mill, and bottom layer. Okay, pretty simple for the machine to do. So now we're just ready to run it. So actually, we have to flip the copper over so that we don't mill into our top circuit. So I'm going to tell the machine to do a material change. So mill, let's see, material change. And what that'll do is it'll move the tool head to a convenient position so that you can get in there and change the board. Flip it right over like that. And notice that the x-axis is in the backwards direction from that, and y is on the lateral movement. So you can see from the other side, there's two tiny little holes there. Those are 18mm drill bits, and there's the other holes there that are 42mm drill bits. So the software was asking to return to the previous position. I said yes, and now it's going to go back to the home position. Next, let's run the layer. So run, I'm going to do the bottom 31mm isolation. Now, as you get more experience with this machine, you'll be able to tell what kind of tools you're going to need and how to kind of optimize your process so that this runs faster for you. And also how to make it automated so that you don't have to manually change the tools yourself. Now the contact by touch target area we set earlier is also going to be mirrored right onto that layer as well. So it's going to check relatively the same area. And if you ever hear any